Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it left side to Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Is good.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now off to the races down the right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 from a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
So every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down, Ravens.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Again, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Up of 2 yards. First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second and goal, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 40, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll drop the throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 28-yard line.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks him. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Boswell's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Boy, you hold him short of the marker. You've got the turnover on downs and then roughing the passer.
That celebration was cut short, wasn't it? Went from raised hands to slumped shoulders as a result of that penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The Ravens.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. This time Jackson will throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky. Because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He can't get him down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to Butler. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
On the play. First down, Ravens.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Number 22.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Hitting Juju on the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw. Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here? Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Tim Patrick.
23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson will throw again. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.